Ordinarily at this point, I'd say, welcome back to the Mindcrack. But unfortunately, I can't say welcome back because this is episode 1. We are starting over. This is the beginning of season 4 on the Mindcrack server. We've reset the map. Everything is starting over from scratch. I'm standing right now in what is becoming the town hall for the spawn area. We're very close to spawn. I think I spawned in maybe over there somewhere. And I was away for a few days for July 4th, basically visiting family and doing July 4th-y type of things. And I missed a few things. I missed the reset of the server, and I missed the killing of the dragon. There's the dragon egg right there. But we have many things to do, many things to accomplish. I'm excited for the new start. And you might notice that my health is not regenerating. That's because we are officially on ultra hardcore mode for I think for until we kill the Wither, which is coming up this Friday, maybe. I'm not sure what the schedule is. I'm a little out of the loop. But this is my first time logging on, and I was just looking around Spawn Village, talking to Generic B a little bit. And I hid in here overnight. And there was a spider on the ceiling. I already took my first bit of damage. I don't remember where I got this sword from. It came from one of these random boxes. Spawn Village is a mess. Yeah, this is Spawn Village, and we've decided to not make personal houses in Spawn, but instead to do community builds. Because nobody tends to stay in Spawn for their house anyway. Most people want to move out. They want more room to explore. And there's not enough resources for everyone to live in one little place. But it is important to sort of have a central area for town squares and for the nether portal and all that kind of stuff. But I'm quite a bit behind. One of the first things I want to do is to just do the basic survival stuff. Do some caving, get geared up. So that's what I think we're going to do first. Not a lot has been done here. There's a beginning of a mob farm right there. I think there's a spawner underneath there. Town hall there. Basic farms and stuff. I think Generic B has made an apple store. Is that a worm coming out of an apple? I think. But it's so fun playing UHC. I want to start from scratch, so I'm not going to use any of those resources right there. Just going to head out. I've already taken a little bit of damage. But this is not like normal UHC where I'm worried about other people killing me, and I don't feel in a rush, so there's not really the normal stresses involved. I'm going to break down a few trees like you normally do in Ultra Hardcore. This is such a unique experience, and it so rarely happens, at least for me. This beginning with nothing. It either happens at the beginning of a super hostile map when you have nothing, and you're running from monsters trying to get to the resource. So you start at the beginning of a map like this, and you start developing supplies and go out exploring. It's all fresh and new. And very soon we'll have enchanted armor and ender pearls out of our ears. And all of the resources we need, and we'll start doing huge projects, which I guess while I'm doing this, we can talk about that. I have some ideas for things to build. Okay, there's a crafting table. Let's find some easy-to-acquire stone. So I started recording. It was about noon, so the day is going to be kind of short. And I kind of think that all these areas around here are going to have been explored already. But that's fine. I'm not worried about that too much. But what I would like to do is just to get the basic tools going. So in not my last Mindcrack episode for Season 1. Oh, before I go further, for people who aren't familiar of why this is Season 4, when I didn't include anything in the titles before saying it was Season 3. Season 1 of Mindcrack, whether or not people display it in their episode titles, Season 1 was Good's single-player Let's Play. Season 2 was the first Mindcrack multiplayer map, of which I was not part of Mindcrack at that point. That was at the point where the people joined via the competitions. Vintage Beef and Nebris and Baj and all those guys and Adlington. All those guys joined at that point. Let's go ahead and get 3 of those. And I guess I need more sticks. And then Season 3 was the season I was a part of. We'll get maybe 2 of those and an axe. Let's go ahead and get 2 axes, and let's go and make some swords. So Season 3 was the one I was a part of, where we built the lens and the wasteland village and all that kind of stuff. And so this is going to be Season 4. I've decided to reset the numbering, because it is kind of like, it is starting over, basically. So we may as well. Okay, let's take this with us. And I assume... yeah, there's a torches down there. So this is not going to be like a typical UHC. I probably won't record continuously. I'm just going to run in a random direction. And a lot of this is probably already explored, particularly the easily found caves on the surface will all probably be lit up within a certain radius. I'm just going to start going in a random direction. I'm going to try not to kill too many farm animals, because it's unnecessary when we can just farm them, because I'm not in a rush. But just to get started, I will kill a few to get some food. Hey, buddy. Thank you. Thank you. And I'm going to need to go underground pretty soon to avoid the night. Basically, right now, I need to get underground and try to do some caving. Yeah, I already hear zombies, and oh, there's a zombie right there. Okay, we're going underground right now. Well, I dug all the way down there, found nothing but a decent amount of coal and some stone. So let's head, let's make sure we're heading the right way. I think we need to be going this way. Let's just make sure the numbers are going up. Okay, let's go this way. Let's try to find some area that hasn't already been pillaged or explored. So, we are on a new map. It is 1.6. There are horses and hay bales and carpets and craziness. Oh, here's a swamp up here, and I see torches all over the place. Not a good sign. Yeah, this is, man, when I found out that the map was going to be resetting when I had already planned to be gone, I was kind of, I was so upset, because I knew I'd be missing all the good stuff at the beginning. And it's probably going to be hard to find an area that hasn't already been explored, because we have decided to limit ourselves to just the one continent we're on, which is maybe roughly, it's not a circular shape or a square shape, but it's maybe 4,000 by 4,000 or 5,000 by 5,000, something like that. And we're not going to leave the continent until the terrain update in 1.7, if there is a terrain update in 1.7. So, that means we kind of have a limited amount of area to explore. Let's not take falling damage. Let's see if this cave has been explored. It probably has. Oh, it's not much of a cave. Oh, it's dark. Dark. Maybe we can get some iron. Oh, there's some iron right there. Good. Goody, goody, goody. Okay. Let's try to get some iron, get some armor going. Go ahead and light that up. That's a dead end. So, let's talk about building. I alluded in my final solo tour of the previous map. What's that walking around over there? Was it a zombie that came the other way? I want to make sure I'm not getting flanked. The zombies in the new update are really relentless. There's one. Let's just make sure we kill him. He's going to be coming for us. And they will follow you from a long distance. They will spawn in help. He obviously forgot about us. Okay, maybe we should have just let him go. And the sun is setting, so we may have to spend the night in this cave. Let's try and get this iron, and let's do that, just to keep the nasties out. So in my my final solo tour, I said that I had a new super house in mind that had been sort of percolating in my brain in the recesses of my cerebellum for some time. And that is true. I have a new super house I would like to start on. But because we've just started a new map, I don't know if I'm going to be starting it right away. There is a certain sort of geographical feature I'm looking for to sort of nestle it in, to have it sit in. And I'm not sure if I'm going to find that particular combination of biomes or land types in this continent that we're limited to. So I also have sort of a smaller, less ambitious house, sort of a starter house, if you will, that I might end up making before that. And I also have a community project in mind for the spawn area. Let me actually light up this up before I start mining all this iron. Oh, a lot of iron here. Good. We should be able to make a decent amount of armor. We should probably make a full set with all this that I've found. Maybe a bucket or something, or an iron sword, iron pickaxe. Then we'll move a little bit farther afield. Try to find an area that doesn't already have torches all over the place. So I have a super house, which is going to be very large and complex and integrate things in a way that I haven't integrated them before. I have ideas for the way that storage and farms and automation and all those kind of things can interact in a more seamless way than what I've done previously. So I'm excited to get started on that. Let's see. Let's put the furnace down here. And I also have the idea for... oh, we've got two furnaces. Look at that. And I just heard of zombies. That's not good. I have an idea for a building at spawn, which I may be collaborating with other people, because I was talking on Skype with some of the people in the Mindcrack group, and we were talking about ideas, and I brought up my idea, and someone else already had the idea, or had the idea as well. And we may collaborate on that. One of us may do it. I'm not sure. I'm sort of behind everyone. Oh, there's no iron up there. I'm a little bit behind, so if they're ready to get going on that and I'm still gearing up, then I'll just let them go ahead and go for it. And is that it? Yeah, so 3 builds. A community build at spawn. Did I do way up here? Yeah, a community build at spawn. A more a starter house just to get all my resources together and to have somewhere to live while we're on this continent. And then a super house, which is going to be gigantic and awesome and combine all the different farms and animal types and everything into one coherent system. And it's got a really cool visual concept that I'm really excited to work on, that I've actually had in my head, this one visual idea. As far back as Super Hostile Legendary, when I was playing that, I had this idea for a way to make a house, and I never really did it. And it's been slowly evolving in my brain. And hopefully I hope to build it on this map. But first things first, we need to get geared up. So let's go check on the iron. Maybe we can get some armor. And then we can head out a little farther. And try and find some fresh, unmolested terrain. $22 iron, all right. So first thing we want is the chest plate. Then the plants. We'll make a helmet, and pretty soon we'll make the boots. Yeah, just like that. Gearing up, haven't taken any damage since that spider attacked me. And I guess we will go ahead and cook up the rest of the beef. Maybe make a bucket. Well, made it out of there with some decent supplies. One thing I do want to make, though, is a bed. But you know what? I don't have any planks. That's going to have to wait, but I have the wool. Looks like some people have started building. I know that both Doc and Generic B and possibly BTC all want access to a witch's hut, which that might be that right there. I'm not sure. That's a swamp. And then someone's doing some construction right here. Let's see if we can see a sign. This is all brand new to me. I've watched I think I've watched 3 videos so far. You can't touch this. Yeah, someone's claimed this. I don't know who. I watched like the first episode of Goods, and I watched one of Ethos, and I watched one of BWOs. But I haven't really watched many videos, and I don't really know who's been doing what. Fences. All right, well, we'll just keep exploring. And, oh, okay, we can see all of those caves are lit up. Oh, but over here they're not. Okay, well, let's go in this direction. Maybe that's because we are about to hit the ocean, but the caves aren't lit up. If I see... Oh, this is fenced off as well. Oh, look at that guy. Look at him spinning. Look at that. If I happen to see the sort of geographic location or whatever that I think the giant house I'm thinking of, the new super house, Lens 2.0, then I'll decide to settle down there. But really, I'm just looking for a cool place to put a more moderate house to sort of get established, get some farms going, so that later when I do find an area where I want to settle down in for good, we'll be ready. We can just pack up our stuff, move. We'll have all the materials we need to get going right away. And I did watch one of Ethos where he explored some big mountain area. It looks like this has been claimed. But you know what? I've been building in Extreme Hills for so long. I kind of want to find a different environment to build in now, because I've been in Extreme Hills for so long, and it is a cool looking area. But let's keep going. So I've been wandering around maybe for an hour or so, maybe a little longer. Just wandering around, found some cool Extreme Hills, found a jungle, found a swamp, found an icy tundra forest thingy. And now look what we have here, our first village. And I want to see if there is a blacksmith. There is. I've taken a few more hearts of damage. And I've decided to go ahead and just avoid all the questionable caves with like entrances and exits going every which way. Hey, oh, 4 apples. That's pretty nice. And an iron helm. My inventory is kind of full, and I'm at the point where I kind of need to settle down for at least for a little bit to do some farming, some resource harvesting, get some animals going. But I'm looking for just a cool area to build my little starter house. Haven't quite found anything yet that really struck me as, ooh, I got to build it right there. But I know I'll know the moment when I find it, or I'll know the location when I see it. And got a lava bucket, got a water bucket, water bucket. I saw this desert. I was hoping to find a temple, but no such luck. Looks like no such luck. Maybe I should head into the jungle, see if we can find some ruins. Okay, some dead zombies. Yeah, so I have an idea for a kind of a smallish sized house. Just like a small concept thing. Shouldn't take me that long to build. And when I say not that long, I mean only a few weeks. It's still going to be involved and complicated, but not very big. And not everything would be automated. Wouldn't have farms all over the place. But we still need to get established. Let's see if we can find a temple of some kind up in here. As long as I don't take falling damage, I should be all right in the daylight. And I'm the only one online right now. Kurt was on just a minute ago, but he logged off. So, if it gets dark, I can just turn it to day. There's no real pressure of time like there is in UHC to do things right now, quick. So I'm content to take my time, wander around, find somewhere cool. I'm not worried about like getting to diamond super quick. I'm content with just having iron. I've got a bow and arrow. I've got a lava bucket. Got a water bucket. I feel fairly self-sustainable at this point. Oh, there's some iron there. Should I go? Yeah, we'll just ignore that. When I go caving, I'm going to go caving for real. Once I find where I want to set up shop. I also like to get a horse so we can travel around a little quicker. That may actually make exploration a little easier. I haven't seen any horses in a while, and I don't have a saddle. That's the main problem. And I don't think they added a crafting recipe for a saddle. I think you still have to find them in dungeons. That's possibly has changed. I mean, they change that stuff all the time. But it's not that big a deal. I'm perfectly content with waiting until I find one in a box somewhere. That's a chest for the layman. Oh ho! What is this? What have we here? As soon as the world decides it's good and ready to load in, I'm seeing caves that are not lit up. Look at this. I think we may have a winner here. Oh, I have no idea how much more land is going to load in, though. Let's climb up here. This looks promising. I said a little bit ago that I would know it when I saw it, when something looks good. This looks neat. The idea I have for, like, the starter house, it won't be that big, is it's kind of, without talking about it in too much depth. Actually, can I hit, zoop? No, that doesn't do anything. Here, tell you what, let me reload the map, and then I'll be right back. Okay, that's much better. So, the house I have in mind is vaguely spherical in shape, and it's like a planet that's just been hit with a laser or a giant bullet or something, and is breaking up into pieces. And it's just gonna be. I kind of wanted it floating a little bit above the ground, not super high up in the air like the lens. Something like right about in here. And I think this area looks cool. I haven't built in a snowy biome in a while. Another cool thing would be is we could have the mine shaft going down through the glass, or through the ice of the water. That'd be kind of a neat effect. Maybe we could do some building with ice, although that wasn't one of the materials I had in mind. Everything is subject to change once you actually find the terrain you want to build in. I haven't built in a snowy environment in a long time. But funny thing is, my first house was in a snow biome. I built a tower, and this is way back in like Alpha 1.3 or something like that, a long time ago, when the build limit was still 1.3, or 1.3. When the build limit was still 124 blocks, I built a tower, like a wizard tower or something, or more like a medieval tower, up on top of a mountain, with the intent of making it super high. And then I discovered, hey, there's a build limit in the game. This was back before I knew that shift would help you stand on the edge of blocks. So I was up on top of this mountain, and anytime I wanted to place a block, I had to basically do it like, yeah, let me back up here. So this is a better example. So if I'm not touching shift, I have to sort of do it like this, and if I want to place a block, I have to do it like that. Instead of just holding down shift and going down on the edge. Ah, memories, old times. But yeah, this kind of looks promising. It's pretty neat. We are fairly far away, out at 2000x, negative 1500z. We're still on the continent. But I have a feeling nobody's been here. And if anybody has been here and has discovered this location, you're hereby evicted. It's mine. I'm taking it. Oh, I can't really get up. I guess we could just break the dirt. It's not the end of the world. Yeah, I think we're going to set up here. We've spent some time looking around. And this is just going to be a starter house anyway, so it's not like I'm going to be locked down to this location forever. Probably once we leave the continent and the terrain update comes out, then we'll probably start on the next Uber house. But for now, we'll work on community builds and on this house. And that'll keep us occupied for quite some time. Yeah, so I think we're going to stay here. Hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned. Next time, we will start working.